Alright, y'all, I'm back and I got another one for y'all today. I know it's been a minute, y'all. I know it's been a minute. Y'all know Uranus stay on my neck. Y'all know Uranus won't let me be too regular. You know Uranus, how you here, there, and everywhere. But I always come back, baby. And I'm back and I got another one for you. So I finished up those interventions, so you feel me? Make sure y'all go kick back with your intervention, you feel me? Whether it's first house through the 12th house, wherever you at with it, whether you got Uranus messing with you, Mars, Venus, however you giving it up, go kick back with your intervention video, you feel me? Because I finished that series. So now that we done finished that up, you feel me? We gotta get back to some of our originals. We gotta get back to some of our other ones, you feel me? We got a little off, like I said, we got into our interventions. I had to help y'all out, give a little advice, you feel me? I had to kick back with y'all one-on-one for a minute. Now we gotta get back to our para series, so that's where we gonna go today. So, yeah, I mean, if you remember, it's been a minute, so I'm going to refresh your memory. So, you know, for the Power series, we pretty much just walk through, I mean, each character, you feel me? We try to figure out their sun sign, you feel me? Based on their actions and how they move and just, I mean, through the whole series, I mean? No real formula, I mean? Just breaking down the thought process. I let you know what I think. You let me know what you think down below. I mean? We figure out which sun sign we think that they are. You see what I'm saying? We come to the conclusion. So, now that we got that out the way, and I'm back, Okay, I'm done. You know I had to mess with y'all, man. So we already got to get in Natasha before, you know what I mean? We got to get into Angela, you know what I mean? So make sure y'all go kick back with those. So now today we going to get into Dre. So, y'all know what time it is. Come on with it.
Oh. I tell you, like, I'm like the 2020 Petey Powder on this motherfucker. Nah, fuck that, nigga. I'm like P in this bitch, look. Bad little bitch, call me daddy, though. Met the little baby up in cameo. Classy little bitch and not a ratchet hoe. She be dancing in the mirror, ass clapping.
Hey, this is how my thought process went for Dre. This is where we at. So, for Dre, we see that Dre, he's a selfish individual, you feel me? Dre is always about Dre at the end of the day, you feel me? So, what that let me know is, off the bat, you feel me? So, if we going through the different elements, I'm like, he ain't water, because he doesn't care. He doesn't necessarily let his emotions get in the way of anything, you see what I'm saying? We don't really see him caring too much about anybody. He's willing to sacrifice anybody to get what he wants, you see what I'm saying? You don't really see emotions moving him too much, so boom. He's not a water sign, you see what I'm saying, off the top. Now, I thought he would have been like, I have written down like Capricorn maybe, because he wants to be in charge. Like we see, he's very power hungry, like he wants to run something, like he wants to be the boss of something. So I had maybe Capricorn, but then I'm like, he's not very earth sign. He's not really Capricorn enough. He doesn't really have that foundation. You know what I say about that Saturn? That Saturn is willing to put in the work. And we see that Dre's not really willing to put in the work. He's not willing to bite down. He's not willing to put in those years. He's not willing to do the work. And we all know that Saturn's willing to do the work. Saturn's willing to try again. You know how Saturn get down. Yeah, they might want to run something, but they willing to do the work to get there. You feel what I'm saying? They earned that spot. You see what I'm saying? That's why they the boss, because they earned that. They did that. They already did what you do. They know your spot. They know what you're doing. They already did that. You can't talk to them about nothing. They know what they know this. They do this. You know what I'm saying? He's not that guy. He's not trying to earn his keep. He's not trying to earn his way up the ladder. You see what I'm saying? He's not trying to put in that time, that effort, and that energy. He's not willing to put in that work. He just wants to run something. You see what I'm saying? So he's not a Capricorn. You see what I'm saying? He's not putting that work in. Point blank period. So he take Capricorn off the list. Okay. He's not Earth. So he taking the Earth signs out. Boom. He's not willing to do the work. You know, Earth signs are all about that routine. Earth signs all about that groundedness. Earth signs all about, you know what I mean, routine. You know what I mean? Grounded, stable, fit. You know what I mean? Not necessarily fixed, because we have that mutable Earth. We have that Virgo, but they all have that need for stability, a routine, a need for solid, and something they can feel. You know what I say about earth sign? What matters? You see what I'm saying? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Earth sign shit. And we see that at the end of the day, it's not about that for Dre. So he's not an earth sign. Boom, cross that out. Now, I got it down to, you know what I'm saying? Now we at our air and our fire, you see what I'm saying? We at the masculine energy, you see what I'm saying? So, boom, okay, I can see Dre being masculine. You know, he likes to he likes to go out there and get it. He will put himself out there to go and get it. Boom, okay, that makes sense. Okay, either he's air or he's fire. Okay, so, boom. In my mind, I'm like, okay, he's fire, and this is what makes me say, this is how I came to that conclusion. Now, This is why I don't think he's an air sign. You see what I'm saying? An air sign is going to utilize their network. They're going to use their connections. They're going to get things done. You see what I'm saying? Dre will throw anybody under the bus. You see what I'm saying? He will use anybody, anything, no matter how close they are to him, no matter what they mean to him, no matter how far they can get him. He will step on them. You see what I'm saying? If it means that he can get just a half a step ahead. You see what I'm saying? Just a half a step further than where he is at. So he's not an air sign because air signs use their connections. That's a lot of the times how air signs get things done. You see what I'm saying? They use their network. You see what I'm saying? You know what I say? Where air signs work harder, where air signs work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm saying? So if you see what I'm saying, if I can have this person do this, and that, and I ain't got to do nothing, then that's what I'm gonna do. You see what I'm saying? I ain't finna go through 1,000 motherfuckers when I could have just stood here. You see what I'm saying? Let that play out, and then do what I need to do. An air sign is gonna think more so before they act. Dre is more of an act. He's more of a go off. You see what I'm saying? Go off the, you know what I mean? Just off his wheel more so. And that's more fire energy. So that's why I say, boom, he's not air. You see what I'm saying? Dre's not air. He's fire. So now we down to the fire sign. So boom, now we at the fire signs, you feel me? Y'all can tell I ain't been around a bit. I'm excited to be back talking to y'all. I'm going out fast. Let me slow down. My bad. Y'all know how I get. Y'all know I'm excitable. Yeah, y'all know I get a little excited. My bad. So let me slow down a little bit. Okay. So now we at the fire sign. So boom, Dre is a fire sign. So I'm like, okay, which fire sign is Dre? So I'm like, I'm thinking Leo or Sag, because he a lucky motherfucker. So I'm like, I'm thinking Leo or Sag off rip. You see what I'm saying? So my original 3, even when I wrote it down, just not even breaking it down to the elements or nothing, my original 3 were Capricorn, Leo, or Sag. You see what I'm saying? And I picked Leo or Sag because he's so selfish. So like status hungry, like so power hungry. You see what I'm saying? He's so power hungry. You see what I'm saying? So with the power hungry and the wanting to be in charge and wanting to be the boss, that led me towards Capricorn. You see what I'm saying? Or Leo. You see what I'm saying? That just wanting to be in charge, wanting to be ahead, wanting to get ahead, wanting to be the boss. That led me to that Leo, Sag, Capricorn energy. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, for that Capricorn, he's not willing to put in the work. Now we on to that, and this is what made me go to Sag. You know what I'm saying? He a lucky motherfucker. He always getting out of shit that he shouldn't get out of. And if you ever been around a Sag, if you ever dealt with a Sag, you know these some lucky motherfuckers. Like they can get out, and you'll be and we was waiting on him to die for how many seasons? For real, how many seasons were we waiting on Dre to die? He just kept slipping his ass out of there. And that's that thing with the mutable signs. Remember, Starz is a mutable sign. So I'm like, he a old slippery, slick motherfucker. That's mutable energy all day. So this is what took me towards the Sag. Remember, we already in the fire. So this is what led me towards the Sag. Like, he just slippery, slimy motherfucker. And he moves in and out of crowds, in and out of groups, in and out of different environments. That's mutable energy. You see what I'm saying? With that fire, he never really has loyalty to one individual group. Remember, he was with Kanan, then he jumped over there with Ghost, then he jumped over there. You see what I'm saying? He turned on him to go over that's mutable energy. You see what I'm saying? That's mutable energy. So that's what had me leaning towards Sagittarius. You see what I'm saying? Just that luck and that mutability and how he never really has too much loyalty to anybody. Move and shake. You know what I say about the mutable signs? Mutable signs move and shake. It is what it is. We know Aries can be selfish too, and we in fire signs, you feel me? So I can't leave Aries out, you feel me? You feel me? I went more towards Leo with the selfishness because remember, Dre never stands on his shit. That's another thing. So it's not just the selfishness, you know what I'm saying? It's not just that, you feel me? Because remember, Aries is ruled by Mars. That's that warrior energy. You feel me? So although they may be selfish and they may be in their own bubble, they're gonna stand in their shit. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, they may be trying to take charge. They may be trying to run something, but they gonna do that wholeheartedly. You see what I'm saying? They come in there, they taking your cookies, nigga. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Oh, what is he doing? Oh, it's all this underhanded back and forth. Ain't none of that. Ain't none of that. Maybe wonder what is he doing? Ain't none of that. They coming in and snatching your shit. You know who took it. What is you talking about? You know who did it. Like, ain't none of this, trying to make yourself look good while you doing bad. Ain't none of that with the Aries. You know what I'm saying? That's why I didn't lean towards Aries. You feel me? Aries is cardinal energy. You feel me? They ain't got time for all of that. You know, Drake do too much of that. Like I said, underhandedness, trying to make itself look good. Still stay, you know what I mean? looking good in the eyes of others, but really doing underhanded shit. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because they still need their crowd to love them. Remember, Leo needs that admiration from the crowd. Aries doesn't need that. So they don't necessarily have that, always having to keep up appearances that Leo has. You see what I'm saying? Remember that. So that's why the selfishness didn't lead me towards Aries. So that's why I don't think he's in Aries. You see what I'm saying? Because he would stand on it more. It would be less hiding of his hand to try to look good. It would be less keeping up of appearances. Because remember, although Dre does do all these underhanded things, and Dre is, yeah, I mean, like I say, slippery and slimy, he always keeps up appearances. He never shows his whole hand. He never lets anyone see him doing these things. You see what I'm saying? Even though everybody knows what he's on. You see what I'm saying? He's always trying to keep himself in that good light. Even though everybody know you crooked in a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? Even down to try to make it look like he's helping when he's really not. You see what I'm saying? Even down like with the Tariq thing. He knew what Tariq was into. He ain't tell nobody. He try to help Tariq for real how he really could have helped him. But he trying to make it look like he trying to help him. You see what I'm saying? You always trying to make it present yourself the best light when you really not. You just as grimy as the rest of them. You see what I'm saying? But you need that admiration from your crowd. So this is why I lean more towards Leo than Aries. You see what I'm saying? Because Aries gonna stand in it. Yeah, they may be trying to take over your shit, but you gonna know they trying to take over your shit. Hostile takeover, motherfucker. What you talking about? You ain't never got to wonder if it was Aries. Trust me, you gonna know. And they gonna stand on it. We can go to war about it. We can do it however you want to do it. We can fight about it. I mean, we can do it however you want to do it. Because that's how the Aries coming through. So that's why I didn't think he was an Aries. You see what I'm saying? And the Aries, like I said, would be a little bit more impulsive than Dre. Because, like I said, although Dre, you see what I'm saying, he does have that moving and shaking about him. He's not necessarily impulsive. We see he does plot a little bit. He's not necessarily thinking like an air sign where he's putting all his pieces in place and getting things done. Not like that. But he's not impulsive either, where he's just, you see what I'm saying, going and going and going and going. You see what I'm saying? He will stop and be like, nah. You see what I'm saying? We do see him moving different pieces around, but not in the way of utilizing his network. He's throwing shit under the bus that he could have used and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I mean by he's more impulsive than the air sign, but he's not Aries impulsive where he's just going and going and going and fuck the consequences and fuck the rules and all that. Nah, nigga, he ain't that bad. You know what I'm saying? He still has that fixedness about him. Like I said, he can't leave. And another reason why I don't believe he's Aries, because just like when I said the mutable sign, he would have moved, he would have shaken, he would have left, he would have started his own thing. He wouldn't have been so caught up in taking over, ghosting, or taking over someone else's thing, or conquering. You see what I'm saying? He would have just started his own shit. You see what I'm saying? Because it's cardinal. Remember, cardinal energy. It's cardinal fire. Cardinal signs like start their own shit. Yeah, they want to run it, but they want it to be theirs. They want to start it if it's theirs from the ground. You see what I'm saying? It's another reason why he couldn't have been a Capricorn. You see what I'm saying? Because Capricorn would have took that, information that they learned in that grind, and if they couldn't move up in that, they would have went over and started their own. They wouldn't have been so stuck and caught up and fixed in this one, you see what I'm saying, way of doing things. That's that fixed energy. Because the Aries would have been like, all right, fuck it, it ain't working. Let me go over here. You know, Aries the soldier. We plant the flag, we leave. Ain't nobody got time for all of that. You see what I'm saying? Once he would have seen, like, all right, this ain't gonna work out for me. Let me go over here and do what I need to do. Aries ain't finna let another motherfucker stand in their way or sway them or, nah, motherfucker, I'm gonna go through you. You know what I'm saying? If you gonna move, I'm gonna go through you. Ain't none of this trying to play your pieces and play your hand. Like I said, if Aries came through, you gonna know they came through. Ain't none of this playing your cards and waiting under here and doing all this. No, sorry, buddy. They don't have the patience for that shit. If Aries coming through, they coming through. If they gonna play along, they gonna play along. Ain't gonna be no in between. And like I said, once it didn't work out and they had the opportunity to go somewhere else and do their own shit, start their own thing from scratch and do it how they want to do it, they would have took that. Boom, been gone, cardinal, out of here. Pew. And they impulsive too. What? New, fresh? What? A new, fresh idea, new move to make? You know how an Aries feel about a new move. What? Yeah, so nah, he ain't no Aries, man. He ain't no Aries. So now we just left with one. The fixed one, the stubborn one, you mean? Hey, it is what it is. Then I had to look at him closer, you see what I'm saying? I'm like, he is just so fucking selfish. It is what it is. So he never really thinks of how anything he does affects anybody else, but he always think that you see what I'm saying, anytime anything come back on him, it's like he just so self-centered, like he willing to sacrifice anybody. Like he never, at the end of the day, he never care about any, even if you helping him, he never really care. And just that level of selfishness, you see what I'm saying? That's why I had to go over to the Leo. You see how it is what it is. Like, everybody know the Leo self-centered, like it is what it is. And you gotta think, this ain't the best side of Leo. Like, this the darker side. You see what I'm saying? I ain't saying all Leos are just dangerously selfish, none of that. But we know how Leo can get. You see what I'm saying? You gotta look at the dark. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. So that's what had me going more towards the Leo. So I'm looking at it like, because he just, like I said, everything comes down to him at the end of the day. You see what I'm saying? And then, you feel me? And then he couldn't leave. And it was a fixedness to Dre. Even if, you see what I'm saying? Because even when he had a chance to get out, even when he had a chance to run, even when whenever it was, it always came down to him. Like, remember when he had to go into witness protection or whatever? He said, fuck the girlfriend, even though she almost got killed too. Fuck her, just me and my daughter. Him and his creation. Remember, Leos care about them, what they create. This fifth house energy. They care about what they create. So he cares about his daughter because that is piece of him. So that's him. You see what I'm saying? That's selfishness. You see what I'm saying? That's all that he cares about is himself. Remember, even his mama, he didn't even care about his mama. He put my gun to his mama head. You see what I'm saying? So that's what had me looking at the going more so towards the Leo. And then the fact that he couldn't leave even if he wanted to. He still had that fixedness. He had to stay in the city. This is his city. You ever been around a Leo? You know Leos love mine. My city. You ain't gonna run me out of my city. He had that fixedness at the end of the day. So even when he had the chance to get out and run, he still could. He had to stay. You see what I'm saying? He had so many times where he could have just left. He could have just got mutable. If he was a mutable sign, he would have just left. You see what I'm saying? He would have just left. It is what it is. Mutable sign, move and shake. It would have been nothing for a Sag to just get missing. It would have been nothing for a Sag to get missing. Oh, okay, shit, hot over here, bam. Let me go on over here and mind my business. You know, it's nothing for a Sag to relocate. It is what it is. So, like I said, this is what's taking me more towards Leo. You see what I'm saying? Because he couldn't leave the city. He had so many opportunities. And that's why it's like he wasn't really mutable. Because even if you think about all of his actions, he still remained within that same circle. He never really went outside of that. Think about it. He could have moved outside of even where Ghost was even operating at, but he had to stay within that. He had to take that particular thing over, that fixedness. You see what I'm saying? And a Sag wouldn't have been like that. A Sag, remember, Sag is in that second half. So Sag is more concerned with others as well. So they would have brought more people with them. They wouldn't have necessarily sacrificed everybody, especially if they didn't have to. You see what I'm saying? Even any Sag, you see what I'm saying? They bring others with them. And Dre never did that. It was always about him. That first half, that Leo, me. You see what I'm saying? They got to get themselves right first. You know what I said about that first half? So that's what made me go more towards Leo for Dre. You see what I'm saying? So that's what my conclusion is. I think Dre is a Leo. You see what I'm saying? Because the only thing he give a fuck about is himself and his creation, his daughter, his kids, what he creates. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is what it is. And he had an inability to leave. He was fixed. He had to stay there. He had to take over this particular operation. He had to, you see what I'm saying? It was really fixed at the end of the day. It wasn't as mutable. It really wasn't as mutable as it looked. You see what I'm saying? To us, he moving all around, but no, he's really within this one circle. Think about it. This is a whole city. Like, why you gotta keep fucking up around here? Like, you see what I'm saying? And he just couldn't do it. And he had every opportunity to do it. And I feel like a Sagittarius, like I said, would have been more generous. You know, they have that Jupiter. So if a Sag got it, you know, everybody got it. It is what it is. You see what I'm saying? You can say a lot of things about a Sag, but if they got it, it's nothing. You see what I'm saying? They got it. It's for everybody. It is what it is. I feel like he would have been a little bit more generous of a character. You see what I'm saying? Just in general. You didn't see him being that way. You see what I'm saying? Dre was always about Dre and his family and who, you see what I'm saying, his things, you see what I'm saying? It was never really about everybody else, or including anybody, or how his actions would affect anybody else, or anything like that. He never concerned himself with that, you see what I'm saying? So I see that as more like a Leo. Like, I think Dre is a straight Leo. That's just what I think, you see what I'm saying? And like I said, he ain't willing to put in that work, and we see that he ended up biting off more than he could chew, you know what I'm saying? And just wanting to be the boss, just to be the boss, and maybe not actually knowing, having the knowledge or the information, or, you see what I'm saying? Just wanting to rule just to rule, you see what I'm saying? Y'all, if you ever dealt, y'all know it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? It is what it is. This is Leo all day. Or they'll just start a business or start doing something, or just go off just straight off the pad, ain't learned nothing, don't know nothing, ain't did nothing in that area, just to say you run something, just to say it's yours, just to say you doing something. You see what I'm saying? You see when he got the power, you see what he did with it. You weren't ready for it. So yeah, I mean, I feel like Dre is a Leo. You feel me? All day, Leo, all day. Like I said, he's only worried about himself and the things that he creates. You see what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it always comes back to Dre at the end of the day. It is what it is. And he has that thing where he just wants to rule just for rulership's sake. Just to be the boss of something. Just to say it's mine. Just to do it. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, he's always trying to keep that admiration of the people. He never really shows his hand. He's always trying to stay in that best light. You see what I'm saying? Even when he's doing underhanded things. You see what I'm saying? Not to mention his ego, because think about it, he could have just stayed under Ghost and, you know what I mean, learned what he needed to learn and came up that way, but his ego being the way it was, you see what I'm saying, wouldn't allow him to do that. He took on a lot more than he was ready for, you see what I'm saying, just for it to begin, just so he would be the boss, just so he would be running things, even though he wasn't ready for that. He also had that fixedness about him where even though he saw like things weren't working out for him and he needed to go elsewhere or be elsewhere or do the other things, you know what I'm saying, he chose not to do that. He chose to remain within the bounds that he was already in, you see what I'm saying, as opposed to going outside of that, as opposed to going somewhere else, starting new, you know what I mean, going on another side of town, doing this thing, working with some other people and trying to get his thing off. He's just stuck in this constant cycle, and you'll see that sometimes with fixed signs where they're stuck in that cycle. It's just like, bruh, do something else, bruh. I'm tired of watching you do the same thing. I know you tired of doing it if I'm tired of watching you doing it. Straight up. Fixed signs I be like that, bruh. If you don't do something else, I don't care. Just do something else. I don't care what it is. Just something else. Anything else but what you keep doing over and over again. Fixed signs get into that sometimes. It is what it is. Pick something else, Hey, pick somewhere else, someone else, whatever the scenario is. It just is what it is, you know what I mean? But that's why I think Dre is a Leo, you feel me? Feel free to let me know what you think down below, you feel me? We can go back and forth, or we can agree to disagree, we can disagree, we can do whatever you want to do it, you feel me? Let me know. So, as always, thanks for watching. Let me know what you think down below. Make sure you kick back with some of my other videos. Y'all know I'm over there on Instagram now, so come over there and kick back with me. Follow me over there, you feel me? I'm trying to be over there more often, you feel me? If y'all over there, then I'll be over there more often. If y'all ain't over there, I ain't got no reason to be there, you feel me? It is what it is. Y'all know what time it is. Come on with it.